Greetings, my fellow brothers. Welcome to another boost of manhood for your marriage as we talk about real, honest, and relevant conversations that will build, encourage, and strengthen each other to overcome any obstacle. Today, we're diving deep into a powerful truth most marriages never talk about, and that is trauma within the marriage. Trauma doesn't just live in your past, it lives in your patterns. It shapes how you respond, how you love, how you fight, and how you forgive. So today we're going to unpack how trauma shows up in your marriage and more importantly, what to do about it. So if this hits home, please stay locked in. Trauma is not just what happens to you, it's what happens in you because of what happened to you. Now, there are three kinds of trauma. I call it the big T, the little t, and the inherited generational trauma. Now, the big T is the life-altering events. That's the abuse, abandonment, violence, betrayal. Then there's the little t, subtle emotional wounds, neglect, constant criticism, rejection, poverty, or even shame. And then there's the inherited generational T, pain passed down through family culture, their silence, or survival mode living. According to the National Council of Mental Well-Being, 70% of adults in the United States have experienced at least one traumatic event in their lifetime. And most of them had never had a resolve before they even said, I do. Now, how does trauma shows up in marriages? Number one, emotional reactivity instead of reasoning. Trauma survivors live in the fight, flight, freeze, or fawn mode. So when a spouse says something triggering, the trauma says, you're not safe. And then suddenly, a simple disagreement turns into an emotional explosion or an emotional shutdown. Number two, fear of vulnerability. Trauma says, don't let anyone in too deep, they might hurt you. So men will hide emotionally, and women might overfunction to feel in control. Number three, controlling or avoidant behavior. Some spouses control because they fear being abandoned again. Others withdraw because they've learned as kids that feelings get you hurt, people don't like you, and all other little lessons that they learn along the way. But studies show that people who are unhealed from trauma are twice as likely to engage in avoidant or anxious attachment patterns, which directly affects marital satisfaction. Number four, sexual disconnect. Trauma, especially related to past abuse, can turn sex into a battleground or a burden. One spouse may crave connection, the other spouse avoids it. Not out of rejection, but out of unresolved pain. Number five, overreaction to conflict. What feels small to one spouse triggers a reaction in the other. Because you're not fighting your spouse, you're fighting a ghost from your past. This leads to getting some help. Couples who engage in, I believe, trauma-informed counseling report 35% greater long-term marital satisfaction than those who attend general marriage classes. So healing begins with honesty, love, and we got to say it out loud. Write it down. This isn't just a bad attitude. I'm reacting from an old wound. Now, we have pastors and podcasts and prayer partners. They can be a big help. But if your trauma is deep, we got to get some therapy. Therapy is not defeat, it's wisdom. Your marriage doesn't need a perfect man or a perfect woman. It needs a healing man and a healing woman. The trauma you never asked for may still affect you, but it does not have to define you. So make sure you hit this like button, share, subscribe, and follow me on Facebook, Hot and Holy Husband, and our YouTube channel, Wake and Love Marriage. And you can check out our website at www.teamtaylorministries.com. Stay healthy, my friends.